everybody. I have three pretty neat, cheaper old banjos here. This first one is sort of unusual. It's a SS Stewart second grade model, they called these. So these were made for, beginners, entry level, cheaper instrument back then. I forget the exact cost of it when they were selling these in the 1880s and 90s, but it was not very much money. It's got, typical cherry neck that you see in the Stewarts. This one has some newer rosewood tuners that we've put in there. It's in pretty good shape, has all of the original hardware. I guess what's missing, one hook here. So you got me there. And the wooden wedges in here are not original. It's just a couple of pieces of hardwood somebody slapped in there. It works fine. I'm not going to mess with that. And maybe y'all can see the stamp and stuff back here. SS Stewart, second grade. It's got slotted screws inside the rim. I always like to point out what's in there to people. Slotted screws generally indicate a cheaper instrument. Also, notice how there's no cap on the heel. There's no heel cap. That's often an indicator of a cheaper instrument. This is what's interesting about this banjo that I like a lot. It does appear to have the original head. That looks like over 100 years of tobacco smoke and chicken grease to me. The fingerboard's in good shape. This banjo hasn't been played a whole heck of a lot. It's a short scale. It's only a 24-inch scale neck, and the pot is about 10 inches across. I don't have a tape measure or nothing with me right now, but it's about 10-inch pot. So this would have definitely, I'm pretty sure Stewart marketed these short scale, smaller pot banjos originally. They were marketed for kids and for the women. They might call it a lady banjo or a child's banjo. So I'll show you also here. This is this is more common. This is a standard Stewart, fairly standard Stewart second grade model. This one you'll see, it also says second grade stamped on the dowel. I don't know if y'all can see this or not, but I'm trying to show. Second grade, I think, is what it says there. And typical Stewart marks up here somewhere. Again, we see the slotted screws. A couple of walnut wedges that I had to carve and install because they were missing. This looks like this does not have the typical neck that you'd see on a second grade banjo. This has what looks like a mahogany neck and a very nice rosewood fingerboard. It's like that. It's a shiny, polished fingerboard. Rosewood, real pretty. As well as the peg head overlay. Nice piece of rosewood. On a mahogany neck, again with no heel cap. So the heel, if there's no heel cap and there's slotted screws in the rim as opposed to hex bolts, you're probably dealing with a cheaper instrument. Even, so it might fool you because this has a fancy fingerboard and some nice inlays. So you might be tricked into thinking that this was a fancier instrument, but still just old second grade. The serial number is 5047. If anybody's interested in that. They made a million of these. It doesn't have the original tuners, of course. It's got some, turn of the century friction tuners that we put on here. Pretty nice tuners, easy to use. And then this wacky thumb peg tuner was in there, and it worked good, so there we go. Works good, nice geared tuner. Anyhow, great beginner banjo with a FiberSkin 2 head. I think I like the FiberSkin 2 better than just a regular FiberSkin. It's got a smoother surface. Nice banjo, nice standard, appears to be standard scale, standard 11-inch pot. Nice banjo. I mean, for a cheaper instrument, this one and the last one, these are great. These are good, cheap, antique banjos. Okay, we got one more for you. Won't keep you much longer with these old things. This one is maybe a little more interesting. It is to me. This is a Fairbanks banjo. When I first saw it, I thought it was a Fairbanks and Cole. But apparently it's after they split up. Fairbanks and Cole was a partnership that existed in Boston from 1880 to 1890. So this is after they split up. So this is an 1890s banjo, I'm pretty sure. Let's take a look on the inside. Uh-oh, we've got a heel cap. Look at these, we got hex bolts. So indicating that potentially we have a bit of a snazzier instrument here. We can see that some of the plating material is, well, all of it is flaking off and stuff. So they use some kind of cheaper plating material on it. Got a nice new lightweight bridge on it. Nice, typical no-knot tailpiece that you see. What looks like a mahogany neck. Nice neck, ebony heel cap. Oh, I should point out there is a crack in that heel cap. There you go. You can see it there. But it's just the ebony cap. It's not. It's cosmetic. This is the typical arrangement that Fairbanks and Cole used for their heel attachment. These tuners, I guess these are not the original tuners to the banjo. It would have had the white celluloid tuners originally, but these are some nice turn of the century friction tuners that work well. We do have an original tuner that would have been on there. See that plastic faux ivory. Typical ebony fingerboard. The inlays are a little bit unusual. This is not your typical Fairbanks banjo. This was made for H.C. Barnes in Boston. Barnes, was a instrument dealer in Boston in those days. Hope y'all could see that. But so the inlays are a little bit different. They've got some, I don't know if y'all can see them, but some fine sort of scrimshaw work in them. Several of them are missing. For that reason, I included this as a cheaper instrument. It's because it's got that flaky spun rim. I really like the peg head on this. I love that. Nice, classy look. Nice plain star. Let's play it a little bit more. Fairbanks made H.C. Barnes banjo. Anyhow, that's just three 3 good quality, cheaper antique banjos I wanted to show y'all. If you enjoyed that and you'd like to see more, consider subscribing and check out our Patreon group over here somewhere. All right, thanks a lot for looking. We'll see you later.